Salon. Yo. Me will shut a man in high crowd. If I'm on next back up, I'm shut a man in high crowd. If I'm next pussy fling a back, I'm shot anyone out of the side on the face. Yo, easy, I'm a gun for me. I'm a gun for me. Easy people.
Bombo clat. Back in the building, you see me? It's your boy KingTru, the God, KingTru to be exact. Before we start this show, I gotta start off with peace, hotep, shalom, Islam, peace to the gods. Watagwan sakpakse, was popping, was cracking. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. I know I messed that up, but we back in effect in the building. Today I posed a question, because basically out of what's going on with the whole Kanye West situation, and we know Kanye West said some things before. He said some things about slavery that wasn't necessarily accurate. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of people kind of up in arms. But I think his question, you got to think about it. You got to think about that question. Was slavery a choice? My answer to that would be yes and no. It would be yes and no. And I'm going to explain that. But sticking with the question at hand, are black people cursed or are they stupid? I think that's a better question to ask in a lot of ways. I want to take calls. I want to take calls and have people answer the question for me and, you know, see what they think about it. Right now, I'm going to just do a little dissertation. Y'all listen after that. We're going to take calls. I asked that question because, and like Malcolm X said, out of all subjects, history is best to reward our research. History is best to reward all research. That's what Malcolm X said. History is very pertinent and important to trying to figure out where we are in this day and time, right? If you didn't know, if you're not gonna know where you was, you're not gonna know where you are, and you're not gonna know where you going. That's basically the fact. That's the fact of the matter. So going back into history, when it deals with black people in this country, we have to talk about slavery. We got to talk about slavery. We got to talk about the fact that Jews played a big part of history, as well as Christianity and things like that, with Christians and stuff like that, with going back to Constantine and Pope Nicholas, I think the fifth, Pope Nicholas V, who sanctioned slavery for Constantine via the Byzantine Empire. We have to go back, right? So a part of going back is knowing what was said about us, knowing what was said and what was the overall opinion of people of the past, especially during the time of our downfall as a people, right? Now, a big part of that, a big part of why we were enslaved, right? A big part of why we were enslaved is because, as you know, I mean, basically, we had no defenses to protect ourselves. But why slavery was so intensified at that time was because the people that were holding stake in enslaving African peoples had to come up with a way to have people sleep at night, have people rest at night. In other words, they wanted to do slavery, but they had to come up with a way for it to be okay to enslave African people. In the Bible, you have something that is called the Hamitic curse, right? You have something that's called the Hamitic curse. And you can find this Hamitic curse in Genesis 9. If you go down to, I think, about 18 is when is where you can find that. Like Genesis 9 and 18, you can find that there. Okay. Now, the Hamitic curse, for those who are not Christians, for those who aren't really up on the Bible and theology and things like that, the Hamitic curse pertains to Noah's youngest son. Noah's youngest son was named Ham, right? Now, in Genesis 9, it talks about after the flood, Noah found refuge. He made a vineyard where he found refuge, his home and things like that after the flood. He had a vineyard. He got drunk via the grapes of his vineyard, right? He got drunk. And in his drunken stupor, he undressed himself and got naked. Now, this is the craziness of the Bible. Now, to reference right now, to talk right now, but the Bible is one of the craziest books you'll ever read. If you fuck all like Stephen King, whatever, horror movies, whatever, like fuck all that bullshit. You want to find a good movie, you read that Bible. That Bible is crazy, right? Now, like I said, Genesis 9. Noah becomes drunk in his drunken stupor. He undresses himself and he falls out. Now, Ham, who was his youngest son, as I said, walks past his tent and sees his father naked. Now, in the Bible, it says that Ham saw his father's nakedness. Now, a lot of Hebrew scholars, when they go into the dissecting of the Bible from English to Hebrew, they say that to see someone when it pertains to nakedness means that you're having sex. Seeing someone and nakedness in the Bible means to have sex with, right? Okay. So, going back to the story now, Ham sees his father's nakedness. So right there, when you look at the Hebrew, it's talking about Ham sodomizing his father. Ham sodomized his father. Okay. Continue on with the story. He sees his father's nakedness. He turns and looks at him. He turns away. Like, this is to the Bible. Now, the Bible, of course, dumbs it down a little bit, but we're going to get into more of that. But going into the story, he sees his father. He turns away. He walks out into the yard and tells his two brothers, Shem and Japheth, right? Now, I believe Shem and Japheth, they go back to their father's tent. They cover him up. They put the sheets back on him and walk away, right? Now, Noah ends up waking up. Now, another thing I want to deal with, Noah is a holy man. Why are you even drinking? Why are you even getting drunk? That's a different question. That's another question for another time, but whatever, right? Okay. So he gets up and he learns what his son Ham does to him, right? After he learns and he realizes what happened, he curses Ham. Now, this is where it kind of gets tricky, because he curses Ham, or he curses Canaan, his son, right? He curses Ham's son, Canaan, through Ham. So a lot of people say the Hamitic curse. It's known as the Hamitic curse. Now, I'm going to read off a little bit to kind of, and this all pertaining to the show. People who want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Just hang with me, bear with me. We going to get through this. This right here is crazy, but this is the real question. Are black people cursed, or are we just stupid? This is a real question. So I'm going to go off, and I'm going to read off the curse to you. Now, there's two. Now, let me talk about this. There's the Hamitic curse, and then you have the Hamitic myth, right? The Hamitic myth is something that comes out of the Talmud. The Talmud are interpretations of the Bible, right? It's just like almost like the Hadith in Islam almost. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Hadith details the Prophet Muhammad's life, the Talmud basically describes certain stories in the Bible. It gives you in layman's term what the stories are talking about, basically, right? So, as a matter of fact, let me see something here. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, because I want to read off the verse, but I'm like, do I really have to read off the verse? I just really want to go into the curse. Itself. So let's go into the curse that is basically put forth or whatever comes out of the Talmud, right? So we're gonna read, because I got it down here. I got most of it in my head, but I want to get the exact how it is said in the Talmud, right? In the Talmud, it says, I got it right here. This is the Hamitic curse in the Talmud. This is what Noah said or prayed for, right? It says, Ham is told by his outraged father that because you have abused me in the darkness of night, your children shall be born black and ugly. That's the first curse. That's the first one. That because, okay, now let me reference for people that don't know what Ham pertains to, right? So you have Noah's sons, right? I'm gonna call them out. Noah's sons. You got Ham, Shem, and Japheth, right? Oh shit! Why I thought you was my homie. But all right, what's going on? All right. Yeah, everybody something trying to teach, man. I'm trying to do a little something over here. My shorty coming. She coming. Oh, my bad. You're supposed to tell me, man. You're supposed to remind me, God. My bad for the gum, y'all. All right, let me go through it one more time. How you feeling? You okay? Yeah, I'm gonna bless, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm blessed, man.
Where you gonna come from? Why she didn't come with you?
Nah, cause she was out there chilling with her little buddy. They went to eat and all that.
Okay.
So they supposed to be coming here, both of them supposed to be coming. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's talk about it. And yo, you might want to hear some of this too, son.
Me?
Yeah, son, this shit is crazy, my nigga. Yeah. All right. So Noah's son, right? Noah's sons are Shem, Japheth, and Ham. Right? Now, I don't know who. It doesn't say it in the Talmud exactly. Like who the brothers, I think it does. I don't know. I'm not a theologian like that. But whatever Hebrew authority at the time or Jewish authority at the time gave Shem to the Mediterranean people or the brown-skinned people or whatever, olive-colored people, whatever the fuck that means. Then you have Japheth, which is supposed to be white people, right? Then you have Ham. Ham is supposed to be all the Africans, all the black people. You know what I'm saying? They only attribute Ham's sons to, I think, 3 places. It's like Egypt, Ethiopia, Libya, and somewhere else. I forgot what other country. But that's not the only black people in the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? So basically, let's just say Africans, period. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go into the curse now. Let's go back into the curse. So the first curse that we learn here, right? Ham is told, right, by his outraged father that because you have abused me in the darkness of night, your child shall be black and ugly. This is coming out of the Talmud. This is an authority on the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, the second curse now, right? Okay, the second curse. Because you have twisted your head to cause me embarrassment, they shall have kinky hair and red eyes. So your hair is not long and flowy and all this other bullshit, right? Not looking like dog hair because you're cursed. I have nappy hair. Look at my fucking, I don't got a haircut right now. Look at my shit. This shit nappy because of the Hermetic curse. All right, let's go into the next curse. The next curse. Hold on now. Where we at? Because your lips, right? It says, hold on. Because your lips jested at my expense, there shall swell. So you have big lips because of the curse. Now, this one right here is you take it how you want to take it. This last curse, you take it how you want to take it. We black people, we black men, and people, and our women love us for this. I never heard a woman refer to this shit as a curse, but okay. This is the last curse right here, and it says, and because you neglected my nakedness, they shall go naked. Hold on. There's one missing. But I'm going to say it myself. The one that's missing, it says, because I think it's something like, because you use your member to defile me, some shit like that. Not me, but Noah, right? Because you use your member, their male members, meaning his son, will be elongated. In other words, you will have a big dick as a curse. This is in the Talmud. Don't look crazy. This is in the Talmud. This is an authority on the Bible. This is what Hasidic Jews use to when they use in the Bible to try to understand it. This is what they preaching today to their people. As this is our curse. This is what we live with. Now, having gone through the curse and everything like that, because of those curses, right? And they basically use those curses to basically say we are heathens. Basically, we're not Christians. So because we're not Christians, you can do whatever you want with them. They don't want to be Christians. They're heathens. They can't understand Christianity. You can do whatever you want with them, right? The next thing they used was saying that we're not human. 3/5 of a man, that's in the Constitution. For us, as black people. That's why we don't get the certain amount of rights, because we're not seen as human. We don't have a human nature to us, right? The next one is the curse. God ordained black people to be subservient to Shem and Japheth, which is white people and people in the Mediterranean. Listen, don't get mad at me. If you are a Christian or a Hebrew, or whatever you want to call yourself, if you subscribe to these tenets and these rules and whatever the fuck, there it is right there. You're saying it to yourself. So, Yeah. So, this is what I want to know. This is what I know. Like I said, those things were used on African people to enslave us, to enslave ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? And they still use those rules to this day. Like I said, Hasidic Jews, Sephardic Jews, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, they all talk this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I want to know. You as a black person, what is your proof that this is not true? What is your proof that this is not true? Also, Share me. See, that's why you was mad at me the first time. I'm going to get at you. Shammy, if you want to sit in it, Shammy. It's too much education. It's too much education. I got you. Get high. But Sammy in the bin, y'all. This nigga crazy. But yeah, man, like, nah, this is serious shit, man. This is serious shit. So I want to know, as a black person, what are your proofs to say that this shit is not true? And also, what are you doing to prove that this shit is not true? Because I'm a black man myself, you know what I'm saying? I love my people, you know what I'm saying? And it's also something that, as far as loving my people, I'm learning to do every day. I'm still learning to love my people because sometimes niggas is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas will make you do some incriminating shit. You know what I'm saying? And when you change your life a certain way, you know, they just bring you the fuck back. But all I gotta say is this, like, I love my people. And I don't believe in that shit. I don't subscribe to Christianity. I don't subscribe to being a Jew. I don't subscribe to none of that shit. But research is research. And whatever tools that they use to get our people to where we are today is something that I want to research, is something that I want to look at. And these are the things that were used, as well as Islam. Islam is another story. But right now we're dealing with, well, Islam is well worthy of being talked about. But right now we're dealing with this. Right now we're dealing with Christianity, Judaism, the Talmud, and how it pertains to black people. And how black people are not really trying to prove it wrong. I mean, there's some black people that are proving it wrong, no doubt. But I'm talking about as a whole. What are we doing as a whole? What happened? Huh? Oh, nah, they calling, but I want them to hold off. Let me talk my shit. I'm gonna answer. Let me talk my shit. So what are we doing as black people to prove these motherfuckers wrong, man, at the end of the fucking day? Because it says that a part of the curse is that it says, hold on, let me get to it because I want to be exact. I don't want to fumble around the words I want to be exact. Let me just pull this shit up real fast because I definitely went to it. Let's go to 18, right? Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Right? Okay. Right. Right. Genesis 9:25 says, and he said, read, and he said, cursed be Canaan, right? A servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren, right? And it goes into 26 and it says, and he said, blessed the Lord of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Shem, as we know, is the Mediterranean. What's going on in the Mediterranean right now? Black people are being enslaved. Black people are being enslaved. Who's trying to save them? Are niggas trying to enslave? Are niggas trying to save black people in the Mediterranean right now that's being in the Middle East right now that's being enslaved? Are we going over there strapped up as Crips and Bloods, Nieta, all this other crazy shit? GDs and BDs and all this other shit. There's niggas with history. There's gang leaders with history. I know niggas that's a gang that know this history. Are they God bodies? You know, nations of God and earth going over there to save people that we know? That I hear niggas make 100 and 1,000,000 excuses on why we're not Africans and why all that shit is an excuse not to do shit for nobody that look like you. It's just a fucking excuse. Don't give me that bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Let me talk my shit for a second. We're going to go into it. And Genesis 9:27, God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Japheth is white people. And we were their servants. If not, we still are. So what the fuck are we doing? Don't say you're not because you work in this company and you're doing good for yourself. If you heard Casper come up here the other day ago and drop the science on you. You know what I'm saying? Casper need to come up here and talk that shit again. He was talking some real shit. I don't agree with the whole black thing per se. I still consider myself black, but he was dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? That you a nobody. You a straw man onto your name. So what are we doing? I love my people, man. I will fight for my people. I have fight for my people. I'm raising black children. I have a black wife. I love her to death. I love my family. My family's black. And I'm a black man. I'm black power all day. I was raised in this shit. But at the end of the day, being raised in it, I seen a lot of niggas that was claiming one thing and was doing another. They was living like fucking 85ers. You know what I'm saying? They was in the world. They was in the world, as they say. So what are we doing, man? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Are we cursed? Are we really cursed? Or are black people just stupid? Y'all got to prove this shit wrong. Y'all got to prove this shit wrong. Everywhere in every country, black people are looking like shit right now. We looking like shit. And if there are other races in the chat or anybody, other races watching this, I want y'all to tune in. I want y'all to talk y'all shit too. I want y'all to come in, say how y'all feel about black people, what we need to do. I'm going to hear from you too. I want to hear from you too. I don't just want to hear from black folks. I want to hear from everybody. I don't give a fuck what creed you are, because one thing is for certain. You look out into the world, you see other nations, they're doing great. They're doing wonderful for themselves, mainly because they're marrying each other. That's another thing I want to talk about too. Black people don't want to marry each other because either you want to be a hoe, you want to be a player, you want to be a pimp, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, right? Niggas call me a simp because I love my girl. That shit crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to live with it, though. I'll be a simp. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm trying to do. You understand? But niggas is out here talking about, yo, I fucked this shorty. I got hoes. I got this. I'm going to show y'all niggas the shorties I fucked and all this other dumb shit. All that shit is little boy shit. If you 40, all that shit is little boy shit. That shit is... No other real legitimized nation of people is doing that. They not bragging about bitches they fucking. They not bragging about niggas they beat up. They not bragging about how many niggas they run with. All that shit is clown shit. Come on, man. Y'all could call in. Call in now. Call in. Call the fuck in. I'm going to answer y'all calls now. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, listen. I'm not a Bible thumper by any means. I don't really fuck with Christianity like that. I was raised in it. My story kind of crazy because I went to church and I went to the mosque. On Saturday, we go to the mosque. We make our prayer. We do salat. We do dikka-do-Allah. Dikka-do-Allah. You know what I'm saying? We do this right here. We do this right here. We dikka-do-Allah. 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 Did all that shit on Saturday. Go to church on Sunday, Bible study. Sometimes we had church in the week. So I was there, man. I did all that shit. My niggas sang all them fucking hymns and all that wild shit. The fuck is we doing now? What are we doing now? So y'all niggas can't tell me shit. You know, I grew up, my father was a Nuwapian. I grew up watching my father debate niggas all through Harlem, debate niggas in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We got a caller, man. Let me see why I go on here. Yo, what's good?
Yeah, what's good, True? When Shampoo coming on?
Shampoo coming on next, man. Check out. Wait up for his show. You heard?
You gonna be on it too?
If he want me on, I'm gonna stay on. We gonna talk some shit.
All right, salute.
All right, peace. Yeah. Y'all niggas gotta deal with these questions though. Y'all niggas gotta deal with these questions, man. Are black people cursed? Or are we just stupid? What you think? I mean, hold on. Well, we got somebody. Hold on. Yo.
Yo, True.
What's good?
Yo, I watch your show, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting, but I just want to know one thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I understand what you're saying and you get your point across. And I get your message, but why does it even matter at this point?
See, that's the thing. Are you black? Are you black? Do you consider yourself black?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, see, that's the thing with black people. We try to make shit not matter. That's the thing. Like, that's what kids do. You think it don't matter to white people whether you become president, whether you become any kind of authoritative figure in this world? You think it don't matter to them?
No,
it matters
no,
to them.
I'm not saying that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, why do we focus so much on the past when, if your point is to have a better future?
Because in order to have a better future, we have to know what happened in the past. There's a lot of people.
Everything that happened in the past is oppressing. So we oppress ourselves to do better. That doesn't make sense.
You said everything in the past was oppressing?
Yeah, well, most of the stuff that we talk about, everybody wants to talk about slavery and stuff like that. I understand we're kings and queens and all that. That's amazing, right?
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about that right now. That's not even what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, like, what are we gonna do to get past that? Like,
and that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I want people to like. This is what I'm trying to understand. Are black people stupid, or are we cursed? Are we just dumb to the fact that our people are looked at across the world as heathens? You know, we're advertised in that way. We act like we don't give a fuck. We rejoice it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, yo, I want my girl to have a girlfriend. You want your girl to have a girlfriend, my nigga? Really? Really, my nigga? Think about the shit that you fucking saying to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? It sounds childish when I hear niggas in they raps, and I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't always like this, my nigga. I was the most ignorant nigga you could probably find. You know what I'm saying? Even though I came up out of Islam and Christianity. You know, my father was also a Nuwapi, and I grew up into that, you know, in some ways. You understand what I'm saying? And I was still an ignorant nigga because I just wanted to be a part of what was going on. I just wanted to be in the mix. And then I got older and I realized, like, yo, that shit really ain't doing nothing for niggas. You know, niggas talk all this huh?
But I'm saying, like, I don't think we're necessarily stupid because we influence everybody's culture. We are the original people. If we influence everybody else to do what they do, I mean, it's kind of like.
But see, you said, now you going into the past. You said it don't matter. You said why worry about the past? I'm
talking about now. We influence everything that people do.
Okay,
look at
right. No, that's
look at
factual.
everything that goes on. Look at clothes.
But what level are we really influencing people? Are we influencing people in fashion to curse? We influencing people to talk like shit, talk like they ain't got no sense? You know what I'm saying? Hippity hop and doodop. That's not all what black people is. Black people love to put up hip hop culture, and I love hip hop. I grew up in it. But that's not all the fuck we are. That's not all we have to offer to each other. You mean to tell me that Gucci Man and what's the other nigga with the little purple shit in his hair? The 6ix9ine. Well, he not really black, but the other nigga that talk crazy. I spy with my little eyes, some shit. What's that nigga name?
Oh, that's I know who you talking about.
Whatever little fucked up names they got.
Like,
that's all we have to offer to this world? That's all people gonna get from us in China is spinning on their fucking head? Like, we gotta start really looking at this shit. I know it sounds crazy. And I love hip-hop. Understand, I know where that shit come from Capoeira, coming from West Africa and shit like that, going into Brazil with our people. I know where it all comes from. But at the end of the day, man, niggas ain't using hip-hop to big up African culture. Niggas is not doing. Niggas is using hip-hop to get paid. Niggas is using hip-hop to talk all kind of fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Well, I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on it. But
I feel you. No, I respect that.
I like your show, though.
Thank you. Good looking, my G. Peace. What's wrong?
Shampoo said right there out there. He said, "No, come, nigga. Nah, fuck that shampoo. Come now."
But no, what was it? How am I wrong?
That's what he told me. He don't want to come and say it on here. He trying to do.
No, he could come and talk.
That's what you said.
Shammy, come on, talk. Yo, Shammy. Shammy.
Just tell him what you said.
I'll tell you one thing and then I'll
Go
elaborate.
ahead. Go. I'm listening to you.
I
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
But what you said about black people thinking they 1/5 human.
I didn't say that. See, you high.
You said that something about they think they 1/4 human or something. You said.
You high, Shammy.
No,
I didn't say that.
You ain't say nothing about
I said that it's in the Constitution about us being 3/5 of a human. I never said that
but
we
why
think
is it
we
in
are.
The Constitution? Why?
They put it in the Constitution.
No, why?
What do you mean why? Hold on. No. You gotta. What do you mean why?
Heroin.
No, I'm asking you a question. I understand what you said.
My veins is popping.
You said.
He's off his game.
I'm off my game.
You told me that. I was surprised. He told me you said a lot of wrong shit.
Hide your beat.
I'm saying a lot of wrong shit.
But unzip your jacket and put
Sammy, you not a scholar.
No, exactly. That's why I shouldn't be telling you.
You an ex-cokehead.
I'm not.
Sammy, you an ex-cokehead.
Hold on, true. What does being an ex-cokehead got to do with knowledge?
It has a lot. Knowledge. Okay. When you said knowledge, you preference knowledge. Okay, it has nothing to do with knowledge. There's smart people with knowledge on coke.
Thank you.
But we're not talking about knowledge. We're talking about wisdom and understanding.
No, we're talking about
not
truth.
just
We're talking
knowledge.
about truth.
We not. No. What is?
We're talking about wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, understand. Okay, I think Shammy got the wrong idea.
talking about
He said truth.
He said that's true.
I think Shammy got the wrong idea.
No.
Understand what I'm saying?
I
don't agree.
Tell me I do.
I don't agree. I don't agree with what I said. I was bringing up the curses that they gave us, that they attributed to us as being a big factor of why we are where we are today.
Are we cursed?
I'm asking the people. I don't believe that. I don't believe we cursed, but it's a real fucking question. When you look at how we live our lives and the thing that people hold dear, especially black people, you got to start asking, is these niggas even stupid?
Kids? Do you have kids?
Of course I got kids.
Are you married? That's the first
Almost.
thing. That's the first thing we got.
I'll be married next month.
We have to be getting married.
I'll be married next month.
And all. I'm not saying old-fashioned.
No, that's what I'm saying.
All that wifey shit.
That's what I'm
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Shammy. Shammy.
Shammy.
This nigga like he not on it. But you understand. I'm just playing.
Why you pointing at Lansky? Nah, I'm about to let you get at you.
I'm just playing.
No. Why did you point at Lansky?
Lansky said some shit about me too, so.
Nah.
But we don't know each other. We don't know each other. But he did say some little slick shit, so I was like, this nigga right here is an example.
Why did you point at him just now?
No.
Tell me that.
I don't know you. I don't know you, right? But if I was to look at you just passing in the street, I'll be like, nah, son, ain't really got nothing going on. He ain't really got nothing going on, son.
You see that?
Nah, just look at. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I want a preference. I'm KingTru. I'm KingTru. I'm KingTru. I gotta keep. He asked me a question.
That's fucked up, true.
Nah, but he did say some shit about me. He did say some slick shit. You told me he said some slick shit about me.
I think he did.
Yeah, that's why I threw it back at him.
Nah, but you just said that had nothing to do with when you see him in the street. You will automatically think he has nothing to do with it.
Now, you asked me for an honest opinion, and I gave you one. I gave you an honest opinion. But I don't know him.
But there's a lot of homeless.
Let's keep it real.
You talking about rich people dressed like that?
Let's keep it real. Rich people nasty too. There's some
broke they look.
There's rich people
matching and all that shit.
There's rich.
You got to stop that shit.
There's rich people. There's rich people.
I'm saving. I'm gonna save it.
There's rich people do fucked up shit, my nigga. Niggas is nasty too. Oh, they got that. They got that good shit. What's that Kush? It's that OG. Oh shit. Oh, that Cali.
You got the green and I got the beige.
What? But yeah, but nah, my nigga. You know. You want me, son? I'm gonna keep it real. You want me to keep it real, but. But people gotta ask this question. People gotta answer the question though. People gotta answer the question. Yo, if y'all gonna talk, y'all gotta come over here. I mean, come on, like, I'm doing a show. Like, for real, yeah, I'm doing a show. Y'all niggas can't do that. I mean, I love y'all. But y'all, you know, if y'all gonna sit right here or we gonna talk. Huh? Yeah, come up over here. You can come right here. I'm just saying, like, I'm doing a show. I don't want niggas talking over my shit. Y'all niggas know I'm paying for this shit. Yeah, but
take my bum hoodie off.
Nah, we was talking just now. Nah, y'all call in, keep calling.
No, stop.
Shammy gonna say I'm wrong. I don't agree with this shit.
I got a show too.
I'm just giving what they gave us. And I'm asking black people, how we dispelling this shit? How are we dispelling this shit? You know what I'm saying?
I love you. You say some crazy shit.
Yo, I got it, yo.
If I saw a nigga in the street, I think he got nothing going on.
Yo, what up? Yo, what up?
Hey, what's happening? Hey,
Come
my
on,
name
y'all. I'm on the show,
Lance,
man.
Minnesota. I called in before.
What happened?
I said my name Lance. I'm from Minnesota. I called in before.
Okay, that's what's up. Go ahead.
All right. So your question is, are black people, are we dumb or are we cursed? Are we stupid or cursed, right?
Yeah, are we cursed or are we stupid?
Right. You know, I think it's more of a stupid than anything, but at the same time, it's just like that's still opinion based.
Okay.
And it's like to say that it's to still generalize. Well, we still don't want people to do to us to this day.
Right.
It's to generalize us, you know.
Right. I got you.
And honestly,
come on, son.
when we talk about that, it's like when you talking about it, at least, it's like you add religion to everything that you say. Like
religion's a big part of black people's culture right now. So, you know,
it is, yeah. If you grew up that way,
right?
And
Some
I
people
didn't.
did, right? No, that's a fact. But here's the thing: there's some things that we do that are not necessary. Have really, I mean, we did kind of grow up with it. Even people that don't claim to be, a part of the dogma or believing in the dogma, you still grew up in a lot of ways a Christian, because you got to understand.
I mean, yeah,
this is a Christian,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
This is a Christian society we live in. Remember, Bush told you that this is a Christian country. You know what I mean?
It is.
And you're not gonna disrespect Jesus and all that other bullshit that whatever fuck he said. He said that out of his mouth on stage on CNN, Key-Span, whatever fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so,
maybe though, one of the reasons why we still can't connect to a certain level is because religion is involved.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe if we just talk fucking sense, my nigga, and it's enough niggas who get together and have the same type of mentality, which is the better us overall, without involving religion, that it'll work out in a better way.
I believe that.
You know?
See, I'm with that.
Because that put different perspectives upon what you're doing when you join something. Like, if you join a movement, and you know it's a bunch of fucking Muslims in this fucking movement,
right? And
you like, damn, I don't really agree with that. You know, regardless, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, no shit like that. But but a motherfucker be less likely to join that if he has his perceived notions about Muslims or about Christians, and they join that movement and they know that that's a part of that movement. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it'd be better if motherfuckers just come together as black people, regardless to all the religious.
Do you think? Let me ask you a question.
Do
you think black people? Do you think black people will ever come together on one accord?
Yeah, I think we could. You know.
You think we could?
But I think we could.
All black people. All black people. I ain't talking about everybody in your block. I'm talking about all black people.
Oh, hell no.
I'm talking about like niggas from my block to yours, New York to Minnesota. Are we all gonna just link? Is that possible?
Nah, but some of us can. Nigga, it don't take everybody.
Right.
It don't take everybody to make a movement, nigga. It takes the brave to make a movement. Not everybody fucking brave. You don't need everybody.
Right. Factual. No,
you need motherfuckers who think alike, who think similar.
Factual.
You know, and when people speak like how you speaking, and I respect your shit.
Right.
You know, like I said, I called before, and I respect your shit. But my thing is, though, is like when you try to do something like that, you got to try to appeal to the masses. The masses don't believe in what you believe in.
I mean, like I said, everything that I read off in the beginning, necessarily believe that shit. I don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that.
But you said it though. It don't matter
no,
if I'm not trying to say like you don't believe it and you said it. But what I'm saying is, if even you don't believe it, how you expect other motherfuckers to try to listen to what you saying? That you just said some shit.
No. Understand something. And I want to reference what I'm doing up here. Everything I brought out, right, via the Talmud, the Bible, whatever, right, is what they use. And when I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be, right? And when you talk about slavery at the time with Portugal, you're talking about Constantine, you're talking about Pope Nicholas V. You know what I'm saying? These people, this is what they used. You gotta understand, they got together scholars to have one consensus on saying it's okay to enslave African people. This is what they used.
Okay.
And this is how they treat us.
All right.
No, so I don't agree. Let me say it. I don't agree with that. I'm just saying that black people got to prove it wrong. Because to this day, there are Muslims, I'm talking about the powers that be, and understand, it's about fucking religion. This world is about religion. What's going on in Israel and all that other shit, Palestine, all that shit is religion. It's about religion.
No, it's not. It's only about religion. Because that's what people choose to base the theme off of.
It's not what,
and that's what grabs the attention.
Understand something. It's wrong to use slaves. It's wrong to call those people slaves. We were captives of war. You understand?
Right.
We got captives.
Of course.
In other words, there were religious wars, right? When you talk about the Crusades, when you talk about the Crusades, and when you talk about what happened with Islam, these people were leading jihads. Jihads, in other words, you are not Muslim, and if you are not Muslim, right? If you don't want to be Muslim, then you can't be rich, you can't have money, you can't have shit. You're gonna have to be a slave onto us. That's what the whole curse is about. That's what the curse is about.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna have to let you go because we winding the show down now, all right, brother? But peace. I love keep calling in every time I'm on.
I was gonna say, I want to start a dialogue. You're not letting me talk. You doing the talking.
No, because I gotta hurry up. I gotta get out. Understand? I gotta get out everything before the show is done. So that's the only reason. I got something that
I think I need you to fucking hear. Is what I'm saying. But if you, bro, continue your night for sure.
Yeah, I gotta end it. I'm about to end the show though. But call in. I'm still here. You can call and we can talk.
I'm gonna call in and you tell me you gotta end the show.
Dude, this why niggas wanna argue. You see what the shit I'm saying? Why are you emotional? We gotta be men about this shit. If I'm telling you I'm ending the show, I gotta end the show. There's no reason to argue. Ain't no argument in that. I don't want to hang up on niggas, but goddamn, son, let me do what I gotta do up here, son. But like I said, I don't agree with the notion of none of this shit. I'm just putting black people to task and saying, yo, let's dispel the shit. What are we doing to dispel the shit? What are we doing to make these motherfuckers look stupid? You know what I'm saying? Because the popular consensus around the world is that black people are fools. Black people are nobody to do dealings with. And I'm not saying that we should worry about what they think about us, but we should worry about what the fuck we think about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say about that. Ain't nobody calling in right now. We're going to end the show. Man. I want to just say I love my people. I love black people, but we have to put ourselves to task to work every day. We got to start thinking about the mentalities that we have, the talking points that we put forth. And I'm talking about everybody. I'm not talking about people who are intellects and shit, people that do research. I'm talking about, Pookie, Rashawn, you know what I'm saying, Ramona, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Tiffany. All these people that live in your projects in your hood, we got to start changing our mentalities, man, to come up out of this shit. For real. I'm tired of talking about how we used to be kings and queens. That's, yes, okay, but how is that shit going to help us right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, great-grandpa and great-granddaddy and all that other stuff and great-grandmommy ain't left us no money, no trinkets. And we got to come up out of this shit today. You know what I'm saying? My father's money don't pay my rent. I pay my rent. I pay my light bill, all my bills. I take care of all my kids. Nobody's money in my family takes care of my family but mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people could relate. So on that, we're going to end the show. Put yourselves to task, people. I love y'all. Sincerely, seriously, in all ways. Understand? Peace.